we will see the problem on orthographic projections. For that, here we have a question. Figure shows pictorial view of an object. Draw the following views. Number 1, front view. Number 2, top view. And third, right hand side view. So this is the question in front of us. Whenever we are solving questions related to orthographic projections, we should note down the total length, height and width of the object. So when we are looking along x direction, the total length of the object is 110 mm. That I'll note it down. Next, total height of the object. Here we have a plate of 12 mm. Then from that plate to the center, the distance is 60 mm. And from this center up to the top, as we see here, the radius is 12. So it is 12 plus 60 plus 12, which gives me the value as 84 as the total height. Next, for the total width of the object, here when I'm looking from this side, the width is 45 mm. So here is the total length, height and width. Next, I'll explain the spacing. That is where we are going to draw the front view, top view and right hand side view. XY line, then VP, HP. Now, as the main method is not mentioned in the question, that is either we have to use first angle or third angle method of projection. So if nothing is mentioned, we have to always go by first angle method of projection, and in that we have to draw the front view in VP, top view in HP. So first of all, we have to look where we are going to draw the front view, because in this case we have to even draw the side view. The side view which we have to draw, it is right hand side view, and for that we are standing on this right hand side. So for the right hand side view, we are looking from right hand side in first angle method of projection, and we would be drawing it on left hand side. It means the right hand side view will appear on left hand side in VP, because front view and side view, they are adjacent to one another. So if I am drawing right hand side view, it will be on left hand side, and just beside it here there will be front view. That is, front view will be on right side view will be on left side. Next, front view and top view are one above the other. So if the front view is on right hand side in the VP, top view will be below it in HP. So once I have understood the spacing, I can start with the front view, which is on the right hand side. And in the front, along x direction, the length and total height is visible to me. The total length is 110 mm. Next, the total height is 84 mm. And in the front, length and height, they are visible. Height is 84 mm. So here is the rectangle inside which I will be drawing the front view. Just below the front view, there will be top view. And when we are looking at any object from the top, in that case, the height of that object is not visible. So out of length, height and width in the top view, only length and width will be visible. So length I am going to get from the front view. width is 45 mm. So measuring 45. So here is the width. Inside this rectangle, I am going to draw the top view. Next, for the side view, here I will be measuring an angle of 45 degree. So here I am measuring an angle of 45 degree. In case of side view, the length is not visible, but height and width are visible. That is, for the side view, we are here onto the right hand side as an observer for the right hand side view. And from this direction, this length of 110 is not visible, but the width and height are visible. So width will be projected from top view, height from front view. So height I have projected from the front view, width from the top view. Inside this rectangle, I am going to draw the side view. Now, once the spacing is understood, I'll start with the front view first, that is in this rectangle. Now, when I'm looking at an object from front, that is along x direction, here I'll say that we are standing as an observer. So the first thing which is visible to me from the front is the base plate. This base plate has a length of 110. Its total height is of 12 mm, and again there is a cut as we see here of 6 mm. So first I'll take a height of 12 mm, projecting a light line. Here there is another plate of 6 mm. It means out of the total height 12 mm, if we subtract 6, so there is a cut of 6 mm height and its length is 60 mm. So here first of all I'll mark the center, taking half of 110, that is 55 mm. Drawing a light vertical line. Since the cut is of 6 mm height, from this base point I am marking 6 mm. Drawing a light horizontal line. Then the length is 60, so I'll mark 30 mm on one side, 30 mm on the other side. So this entire base plate is visible. I'll make it dark. So this base plate is seen from the front. Next, when I'm looking from the front, in that case, the surface here is also visible. This surface is starting from 12 mm, that is after 12 mm this surface is there up to the top, and exactly this I'm going to copy here. For that, if we see here from the top, the radius of this semicircle is 15 mm. So first I'll draw the semicircle whose center is there at the top, having radius 15 mm. I'm taking 15 mm radius. Now keeping this as the center, and here we have 15 as the radius. Here is that semicircular portion. Next, if I see here, the total length of this piece, it is from here up till here given as 50 mm. So after taking this radius 15, here I already have 30 mm. So I'll take 10 mm on one side, 10 mm on one side. So the total length becomes 50 mm. So taking 10 mm on one side, 10 mm on the other side. So I get the total length. Next, after the length 50, this portion is coming down by a height of 10 mm. Now I'll take height equal to 10 mm. So here I have marked 10 mm and transferring this distance onto the other side as well. Here the length is 40 mm. If we see here, means after taking the height 10, it goes inside by 5 mm on both sides. For that, here I'll draw a light horizontal line on both sides. 5 mm on one side, 5 mm on other side. Next, this plate is inclined, it is tapered. So at the bottom the length is 22 mm. So here I'm taking 11 mm on one side, 11 mm on the other side, joining it light. Then after this, the surface which is behind, these surfaces are also visible. And here the corner is having 12 mm diameter on one side, on the other side 12 mm radius is there. So I'll draw that arcs. Now measuring 12 mm from one side, 12 mm from the other side, taking the same radius, which is the distance is 12 mm, marking on this vertical line. Keeping this center, after that there are two circles if we see here, and it is very important here, four holes having 12 mm diameter. So the diameter of these circles, all the circles, they are 12 mm. So the radius is 6 mm, marking that radius. Now, keeping this center and the radius is 6 mm, I'm drawing a circle, light circle. Then I can say that these are the visible part which I have shaded in the front view. So I'll be making all of them dark, and after that we are going to see the hidden portion. First I'm making all the arc, circle, semicircle dark. Then I'll go on to the surfaces. So making all the outlines dark. Drawing the center line, and this center line should be medium dark, so I'm using red color here, which indicates medium dark line for the center line, and the remaining things are dark. Similarly, marking the center line for these two small circles. So here I was marking the center line for these small circles. And now here the visible portion of the front view is completed. Next we have to see which things are hidden here that I will be drawing. So when we are looking as an observer along x direction, these two circles, they are hidden, so that I have to draw it, and they are in this plate having 12 mm height. The diameter of the circle is 12 mm, and here I would be marking those circles, and the center of the circles, they are same. So wherever I'm getting the center of these two circles, same would be the location for the other two circles as well, having the same diameter. So I'm projecting them like. So here I can say that the front view is completed along with both the visible and hidden portion. Next I have to draw the top view, and for that the observer is here in the top view. Now when I'm looking as an observer at the top, I have to draw those things first which are closer to me. So when I'm looking from top, the first thing which is visible to me is this surface and the surface here. Now here this surface is having a total length 110, width is 12 mm. So first I'll take that width, projecting it light. Then from the center, here we have this 50 mm width or the 50 mm length portion. So I'll be projecting that 50 mm distance from the front view directly into the top view. And just before that, I'll also take this center line, which acts as a reference for us. Projecting it light. After that, taking length equal to 50. Here, this semicircular portion is there, which is having 30 mm length. I'll project that portion to get these two rectangular surfaces. Now I can say that after this, the width of this portion, as can be seen here, is 23 mm. That is 23 mm from here up till here, and this is remaining 12. So 12 plus 23, it means it is 35 mm ahead. So here I'll be marking the distance equal to 35 mm. Now the surface as it is seen from the top, which I have shaded, I'll make it dark in the top view. So here I am drawing those rectangular surfaces as visible from the top. I have completed this surface. Next, when looking from top, even the surfaces which I am shading here are visible. So I'll be drawing this surface. It is having radius 12 mm on the corners. So first getting the center, measuring 12 mm radius on one side, 12 mm on other side, projecting a light line also from here. Then I'm measuring this 12 mm distance and marking it on this vertical line. So here I'm marking the center, taking the distance 12 mm, similarly onto the other side, and then drawing light horizontal lines through them. From this center, here I'm drawing a light quarter circle. As seen from the top. Then at the same time, looking from top, these two circles having diameter 12 mm are also visible. So projecting their radius, they are here and even here. So keeping the same center, and here is the radius. Then, as these surfaces are visible from top, I'll be making them dark. Here I'll draw this dark line as the outline. So when looking from the top, these are the things which I have drawn as visible. Next, at the same time, these two holes which are there in this vertical plate are not visible from the top, but they will be hidden. So these are the two holes which will be hidden in the top view inside these two plates. So projecting them, so these two holes are hidden. Next, at the same time, from the top, this cut is here, which is not visible, so that the length of the cut is with us in the front view. Now I'll be projecting this cut into the top view, and it is throughout the length. So here I was drawing that hidden lines for this cut which is there inside the plate. After reaching up till here, I can say that the top view has been completed with the both hidden as well as the visible portion. Now I'm going to draw the side view, and that is the right hand side view. So as an observer, when I'm standing from here, then the first thing which is visible to me that I would be drawing, and that is this surface. Now here this surface is having a height of 12 mm, and the width is also 12 mm. It is a continuous surface having the same thickness. So for that, I'll be projecting the height from the front view, getting the width from the top view. So here is the surface which is seen as rectangle from the side view. I can directly make it dark because it is visible first. So this surface is visible. Next, looking from the right hand side, also this rectangular plate is visible, having height 10 and the width is 23. So that plate is here in the front view. I'm projecting it into the side view. Next, the width of that plate, which is 23 mm ahead, I'll get it from the top view. So here is that rectangular surface which is visible from the side. Then at the same time, there is an inclined surface which is also visible from the side. So that inclined surface will look like a straight rectangle. And now I'll make it dark. So as we can see here, between these two rectangles there is a dark line. This dark line represents change of plane, and it can be seen that both the rectangles, they are on different planes. That is, one rectangle is straight and the other one is inclined. So between them there is a dark line, as can be seen here. Next, I can say that from the side only these much portion are visible. So now I have to draw the hidden portion, and for that, when I'm looking from right hand side, here this semicircle is not visible to me, so it has to be drawn hidden. I will be projecting this semicircle directly, and it is up to the total width. As I can see here, it is in this width of 35 mm, that is 23, plus this 12 mm plate. So this semicircle is extended up to 35 mm width. So into this 35 mm plate, I'll project the semicircle. Next, since it is hidden, I'll draw it with the help of dotted line. Then also from the side, the circle in the vertical plate is not visible, so it will be hidden. It means this is the vertical plate, and here are the circles, they are coinciding. I'll project them as hidden in this vertical plate. Here is the center line, and here I am drawing that dotted circle. Then looking from side, the circle which is there in this base plate, which is 12 mm height, this circle is also not seen from the side view. So I'll get it from the top view, that is getting its center. I'll show it here how it should be drawn. First projecting its center line and then taking it upward. Then projecting the circles here. They are onto the same level. So drawing this center line first. And then the hidden circles looking like rectangles with the help of dotted line. Then looking from side, here there is an internal cut which will also be drawn hidden, and it is up to the entire width, so that cut I can directly get it from the front view. Drawing it hidden. Then after that I can see that whatever is visible in the side view that I have drawn, and along with that even the hidden lines for the part which are not seen. Now here after this only the dimensioning part is left. So here I'll be giving the dimensions starting with the front view. And remember, whenever we are giving the dimensions, they should be medium dark. That is, compared to the outline, the dimensions will be lighter. And here I'm using red color for showing the dimension lines, that is medium dark lines. The cut is of 60 mm length and the total length is 110 mm. Then the height of the plate and the centers. Height of the plate is 12 mm, and then the distance up to the center is 60 mm. Then the radius of the quarter circle, it is 12 mm. I'll mark the length here. Here this length is 40 mm, and over here it is 50 mm. Here we have this semicircular portion whose radius is 15 mm. Next, the height of this block is 10 mm. Here there is a 6 mm deep cut. Next, after completing this, at the bottom the length is 22 mm. Next, I'll give the dimensions in the top view. For that, starting with the circles, here there are 4 holes having the same diameter, 12 mm. The radius of the quarter circle, radius 12 mm. Then this plate is having a width of 12 mm. Here this is 12 mm, and we have this as 23 mm extended portion. After that, here this portion has a length of 10 mm and 10 mm on both sides, and the total length is 50 mm. Then, after completing the dimensioning in the top view, here I'll give the dimensions for the side view. First thing is I'll give the total width here. It is 45 mm. This plate is having a width of 12 mm. This height of the base plate is also 12 mm. Then the rectangle at the top has a height of 10 mm, and the total height is 84 mm. Here the width is 12 and 23. So I can say that the majority of the dimensions I have given here, and as mentioned in the question, we have to draw the front view, top view and right hand side view. Here I have completed the front view, top view and right hand side view onto the left hand side, and with this the problem is completed.